Peace and blessings, y'all, in this corner boxing 24. Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope everybody doing pretty good. Pardon me. I'm doing pretty good on this side as always. God is good, God is great. God is great, God is good, and I can't complain. So I had to come back on here this morning because I made a mistake yesterday when I posted my video, and I talked about Shawn Porter fighting Kell Brook in 2014. Yes, they did fight in 2014, but the mistake that I made was that I said Shawn Porter beat Kell Brook. He didn't beat Kell Brook. It was a close fight, though, a majority decision by Kell Brook. But my point in saying all of that was that Shawn Porter fought Kell Brook before Errol Spence did. He fought a fresh, undefeated Kell Brook, and it was a very close fight. Errol Spence fought a Kell Brook, not only that came off the face fracture from fighting Triple G just 8 months earlier, I'm sure it wasn't fully healed, and he came back down to 147. So Errol Spence had the advantages in that fight. Only thing he really did was he went to across seas to fight him, okay? But he caught him at the right time. 8 months coming off a major injury and him going back down to 147. So that was my point, that Shawn Porter fought a better version of Kell Brook. And this is why Bud Crawford said, so I want to apologize for that mistake. That's a mistake I made, so I had to apologize for that. And somebody pointed it out to me, and I'm glad that they did, because I'm not too big to make a mistake, and I'm not too big to say I'm wrong. So now we know that's what happened. Now, Bud Crawford said, like I said yesterday, that Shawn Porter had a better resume than both of them. He didn't say he had a better resume than me, but what he's trying to say is that Shawn Porter fought everybody. You know what I mean? And he really did it before both of us. Okay? He fought Danny Garcia. He fought Keith Thurman. He fought all of them before Errol Spence or before him, because Bud didn't fight Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman. But he's just trying to make the point that basically he got a better resume than both of us. And that's just true. Now, you can compare the resumes all you want, but as far as major fighters, they both fought the two major fighters, Kell Brook and Shawn Porter. The only difference is Danny Garcia. You're not going to tell me that Ugas was no pound-for-pound fighter, even though he just beat Manny Pacquiao and got that WBA belt, but he wasn't no pound-for-pound fighter, okay? I'm still surprised that he beat Manny, but he did. All right, and he got the belt, and then he went into the fight. Stanionis was supposed to fight Errol Spence. He stepped aside, took that step-aside money. Ugas fought him, and he didn't represent. He lost. So, okay, he got that belt, and now he's unified champion. He got that WBC belt from Shawn Porter in a hard, tough fight. Wasn't no easy fight. And again, if it wasn't for the knockdown, that fight would have been a draw or could have went to Shawn Porter. Say what you will, but that fight was more than enough to show that Errol Spence is not this dude that's breaking nobody, and he's indestructible. So I know if you like Spence, you keep saying this, but man, we know better, all right? We don't even got to stay on this point no more, all right? So again, the fight is 8 days away. Now, for those who keep saying that Errol Spence is going to break Bud down, Bud is a power-punching counter-puncher with movement and a jab. Throws a good right hand, uppercut, and can go to the body. When Errol Spence start getting stinged with them snapping punches, like Kell Brook said, he got that snappy power. That snap. You know what I'm saying? It's like lightning. Like thunder is one thing. You hear it. You hear that thunder. But the lightning like comes out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whew, just hit you real fast, boom. That's that punch that Bud got. So if he tries to walk Bud down, he's gonna get hit with them snappy punches, man. That's just what's gonna happen. It is what it is. He's gonna get hit with them snappy ass punches. And it's gonna be a problem for him. So he's going to back up. He's not going to just keep coming in there once he gets hit with them shots. When Bud start going to that body and Bud start throwing that right from that orthodox stance, he's going to have a problem, man, when he gets tagged. See? So we could talk all day, but Prince is the one that's going to be feeling them punches. All right? That's what it is. So we 8 days away, man. We can't wait. And, over the confidence is not a good thing. Being confident is great. Being confident is great, but overconfidence is not a good thing. And talking like you're something that you're not is another. Trainers can't fight for the fighters. And it's going to be a good fight. Okay? But to those who think that it's just going to be a one-sided fight, ass whipping and all of that, and if you really be honest with yourself and look at the last few opponents that Errol Spence had, you really got to admit that it's going to be a problem. Okay? I even saw a video, I'm not going to say his name earlier, with somebody trying to point out how Errol Spence is breaking people's eyes, taking it, they call him the eye collector. Come on, man. And he went on back to Chris Algieri, but yet you said Chris Algieri had an injury before he fought Errol Spence, just like Kell Brook had an injury before he fought Errol Spence. Come on, man. And then, of course, it ends with Ugas. But Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter didn't have no injury. Mikey Garcia didn't have no injury. So, I'm just saying, the fighter that really took it, the fighter that took it to him didn't have no injury, and the fighter that really didn't take it to him, but still stood up and gave him a fight, and he couldn't hurt him. He couldn't really do too much with him. He beat him. Don't get me wrong, unanimous. He beat Danny Garcia, but Danny Garcia ain't got no real footwork. He still couldn't do too much with him. He still couldn't hurt him. I bet you Bud would have hurt Danny Garcia and possibly got him up out of there. I know what he would have did with Ugas. Bud would have punished Ugas and he would have knocked him out earlier than that. And we saw that with Kell Brook and Shawn Porter. We saw what Bud did with the two different opponents. So we ain't got to keep talking about that. Anyway, peace and blessings, y'all, in this corner boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Everybody let me know how you feel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.